for-profit, if it's a non-profit, they're certainly looking at how they can maximize a dollar. So any investment, you want to be able to demonstrate that it's worth putting the money behind it, and that money can be made with it, okay? So I want you to think about that. Understand that that's an important piece with any business. Anything you do, right? If you open up your own pharmacy, don't you want to open it in an area where people are going to come? What's going to be your niche? You know, you drive down the street, you can find a Walgreens, you can find a CVS not too far, you can find a Kroger, a grocery store not too far. So you open up your own pharmacy, what are you doing to bring people in the door? That's what you want to think about with an MTM service. Remember, it's still a new concept for patients, so they don't all get it. So how do you make it make sense? How do you make it attractive? I want you to treat it like, and I'm expecting you to do research on said store. Store number 2844, it is located here at this address. You're not making up anything. You're not making up a hospital. You're not making up a pharmacy. You're not making it up. It exists today, where you can look it up and you can look up the market within that area. You have an idea about what's going on. If you work in a store, then you know who's coming in and out the door. So how is it that you decide this is what we're going to do here? We have a lot of seniors who live in this particular area, and so we do know that there's an opportunity to counsel on polypharmacy, like whatever it is, be able to justify that, okay? So when I say a currently existing pharmacy, that's what I'm expecting, okay? Something that currently exists that you can speak on the population that it serves, okay? Any questions? Y'all can take it in. Let me just say this. You don't have to have questions right now. Okay, so business plan presentation content. Please follow this. Please follow this. When I go through, I am looking for bare minimum each of these bullet points. I'm saying it over and over because without fail, without fail, somebody will do it and did not cover the bullet points. Make it easy for yourself and for me. Because if I see it, I'm gonna check it off. Got it, missing, check, don't have it, got it. I'm telling you. Use it. This is not a new spiel, but I might be stressing it just a little bit more with you all because I'm tired of people not following instructions. I'm giving you the blueprint. Giving it to you. That's all you gotta do. Now you can add, that's fine. Don't make it extra long. It doesn't have to be. Get to the point. What are you doing and why? Who are your, one thing, let me focus on. Describe strengths of service, weakness of service. I don't know if I think Dr. Monroe may be talking about it, but strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, they exist for everything. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. Do you know the difference? It's okay if you don't. I'm gonna just give you a crash course. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Think of strengths and weaknesses as internal to the organization, opportunities and threats external to the organization. Okay? So internally, we already have pharmacists who can do the service. Okay, they're trained, they have an MTM certificate already. A weakness might be we don't have enough space. I don't know, I'm just throwing something out there, but that's internal to the organization. Now, an opportunity is within this area, no one is servicing this population, okay? Because that's external. It doesn't really have anything to do with you, but this is what's happening in the environment around me. Now, threat could be, in the same vein, there are multiple, MTM services around us, or the federal government is coming in and they're saying we can't get reimbursed anymore. Like, those are threats. You got it? They're out there. Think about how the patients are already being treated for said service, or said whatever it is you're offering. Who are you competing with? It's somebody. We have no competitors. I don't believe you. You do. Somebody's managing their blood pressure. If that's what you decide to do, for example, right? So what is it that you are going to do that's unique? I want you to think about that. When I talk about references cited, don't just pull numbers out the sky. Cite them. Chart for your competitor analysis. And again, like I reference a book, use that, it walks you through everything. Okay? Everybody doesn't have to get it, but somebody needs to have access to it in the group. Because again, you don't have to be confused. You know, it will walk you through it. Let me see. When you're doing your financials, financial projection for at least 3 years. 3. Okay, so going through each one. How will the service be run? Oh, I have service layout diagrams, so I'm looking for that. What is it going to look like? Make a little diagram. Everybody has their strengths in the group, like we talked about that, right? Did we talk about strengths? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Y'all did some analysis. Strengths quest. Yeah. Y'all did that, right? Figure out your strengths. What are you best to work on? How do you bring it to the group? Don't have it to the point where you're doing it and it's the morning of, and then you mad because such and such didn't do a good job on that part. Set you a deadline, an early deadline where everybody can go through and look at it, add your 2 cents. Okay? That's okay. All right, so that's that. Next, oral presentation guidelines. So as I see it, we will have roughly, depending on how you all want to do, let me see, let me pull up the schedule right quick. Because I'm going to give you 15 minutes to present. So if we do about 4 per class, that's 60 minutes, right? But that means boom, 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 back to back, and it never goes that quick. It never does. There's transition period. I got a couple of questions. So we ride out the full, hour and 20 minutes. All right. So this is what it will look like. Let me pull up the syllabus right quick. So, we had talked about the potential for, I think, April 26th is the mental health or wellness or whatever it's called, wellness day. I can give that to you. Now, I built in a business plan presentation Q&A. We don't have to do that. We can just come in and that would push everything up to the 17th. Where, as opposed to your due date being Wednesday the 19th, it would be Monday the 17th. And we could do 4, sessions on the 20th. You could be off the 26th if you want to and come back and do it the 1st. Or we could push it up and you could do 4, and then we off that last one. Or we could leave it as is. Or if you want to do, maybe if we did 5. I'm telling you, my experience has been, students get sick of sitting here. I'll just be honest. Just 15 minutes. But if you want to do that, I'm open. All right, I'm putting it on the table for you all. If you want, we could do 5, 5, 5, or one of those might be 6. 5, 5. Yeah, one have to be 6. Right? If we just left it as is, and then we built in that wellness day, you had that wellness day off. I'm cool with that. Right? Y'all tell me what you want to do. Okay? I'm I'm gonna leave it open, let y'all discuss it. Maybe I'll send out a little, survey or something like that, okay? And see what way we wanna go. But this is what it is. So when you are presenting, let's see, go back. Group presentation should not extend past 15 minutes. So you have 15 minutes. At 13-minute mark, I do like a 2-minute warning. Then when the 15 minutes go, you're done. You're done. Even if everybody has not presented, you're done. So that negatively impacts your classmates. So that means you need to practice. And nobody needs to be overdoing it. Okay, when you get up there and you get your 4 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes, go hard with your 3 or 4 minutes and step to the side. And let your classmate get theirs in. It works, people do it. And then I'll cut you off, I hope you're done. But if you exceed the amount of time, there is like a slight penalty for that. It's not excessive, but you just don't get all the points for that, okay, on the rubric. So slides should reflect what's most critical. Basically you're talking about what it is you're trying to do, that's what you want to talk about. You can have everything on your slide, but you're gonna highlight the critical information. Because the slide presentation is what I would grade. And so I have the presentations and the slides, the slides due on, the presentations are due, everybody's due the same day for the upload. Because I don't want anybody having an unfair advantage. People sit in, they listen, and, oh, let me go fix this, let me go fix that, it's too late. You submitted it, that's when I'm using the grade, okay? Then it's just about you getting up there and doing your thing when you start presenting, right? Each member should present something, because again, that's a part of your grade. I'm not telling you this person should present 1 minute, this person should present 5, or everybody 3, 4, but that's the fair way to do it. It shouldn't be what one person just said, and I'm presenting the conclusion. Like, no. Some substance, okay? Let's see. Yeah, do a formal PowerPoint, Google Slides, whatever it is that you choose to use for your presentation that we can go through. If you want to use any additional audio visual, that's up to you. If people come in, done little commercials, I'm not telling you have to do that. I'm just saying, if that's what you want to do, feel free. Just make it fit within your 15. Because and the reason for this is because when you are presenting to people in power, people of influence, they get bored after a while. They don't want to hear every detail. They want to hear get to the point, tell me what it is. And so that's what I want you to think about. When you get up there for your 3 to 4 minutes, what's your elevator speech on what it is you're talking about? You don't have to read everything on the slide, and I don't expect you to be reading. I expect you to be talking to the audience. I expect you to speak in a way where we can hear you. Can y'all hear me in the back? Yeah, I'm not hollering, but I'm speaking loud, but there is a microphone. We do have a microphone, but you shouldn't be like this. Group presentation should not extend past 15 minutes. A 2-minute warning will be given. Don't do that. I mean, it's been done, but don't do it, okay? You'll get through it. You just want to get the best amount of points, and it's not engaging. Don't you hate it when you see people get up and just read the slides? Well, you say, like, I could have done this on my own, right? That is not engaging. So I want you to practice on it. Practice getting with your group. Get with your group, and let's, okay, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna, people come up with some people really get into it, come up with creative things. Yes, this is the time you come in, you're dressed professional, you have on your lab coat, that type of thing. Like, this is a business presentation. That's what we're looking for. So Dr. Monroe and I both will be at the presentations to listen to you all, assess, ask our questions. But that's it. Any questions right now? No. So I give you the rest of the time for you to take or not to connect with your teammates. At least I would suggest, okay, if you don't have each other's contact information, I'm assuming that you do, but I don't know. If you don't, connect. Come up with an outline, timeline. Y'all know what it's due right now. Work your way backwards. You know when you have exams, you know how you can fit it in. You get on each other's calendars right now. You got about 9 weeks. Get on the calendar right now. This is what we're gonna do. Come up with a game plan. Start brainstorming topics. This is what I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking. Okay, those are some ideas. And then come back to the table and meet up. Don't start April 15th. Don't. And then you in a panic emailing me and mad because I didn't respond immediately. Please don't. I'm giving you, and I'm gonna be like, I gave y'all time back on February 13th to start. What happened? Where's your timeline? I want you to start talking to each other. Whether you're excited about your group or not. If you're not excited about your group, you certainly need to be coming together. Just go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off and let's get into it, okay? Let's get into it and come. I might as well go and talk to them now. Yeah. Start having your conversations now and planning now. Laying out your schedule now. Holding each other accountable. Now, one of the things that I do, I haven't set it up yet, is I do set up, and I mean, I don't know if I need to do that in this day and age. People got Zoom and, FaceTime or whatever. But I will set up set up your teams in Blackboard so you can meet with each other. Have y'all done that before? Okay. So, I'll go ahead and do that. I think you can share documents in there or whatever, just a space. And then when you submit, you just submit that one document for the team. Okay? So you all are then connected.
It's easy if you do it like that. Blackboard. If you do your group in Blackboard, it's easy.
Yeah, okay, well, I'll do that. I was planning to do it, I just didn't know if, y'all would. So just to kind of help facilitate the process, all right? It's gonna be good, it's exciting. It is, like, I'm always, like, interested to see what people come back with. Some people have come up with some unique ideas, but that's it. Any questions? Any questions? Okay, so again, my expectation is that you will at least connect with your group members right now, and come up with some type of timeline, because I'm giving you, 45 minutes. You can do something. I'm not expecting you to be here all the way at 4:20, but I am giving you some space to allow that. Okay? All right, the deal. Happy New Year.